Get him. Get him. Get him. Get him.
Oh, that's a cat. You brought a cat to a dog fight.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Such Good Shoot. Today it's the animal edition. We're talking pets. What do you
What
do
are
with
your
them when they die? Is the topic today. Where do you throw them when they pass away? I'm Isaac. That's Shane. That's Jovan, the hot one. Yeah, I'll do a thing here. Let's do the cool. It says cool. Yeah, that's what's up. I love that shit. That fucking free YouTube music that they stole to make MJF's theme.
That song is
It
that entrance is
bangs.
better than you, and you know it.
It's good, man. This shit slaps. Welcome. We're talking WrestleMania again. I think we should, even before we get into any WrestleMania stuff, there seems to be a strategically timed leak from WWE about a potential sale announcement. Sounds like, what is it? The Endeavor Group. Wade. The Endeavor Group, the company that owns the UFC, apparently is about to announce that they're buying the WWE for an undisclosed amount of money. Not sure how much, but the other.
Hector said, wrong one. Fuck
No.
jabroni.
Oh man,
WrestleMania is canceled because the Endeavor buy. Bum bum bum.
Oh man, they canceled it. That's not.
Man,
that's
I'd get
not,
to bed at a normal time then.
Yeah, Shane's like, let's just do that. Let's just do 2 matches. We'll do the
Yeah. Just do
the
Gunther
first one.
versus Drew.
Get
Yeah,
on with
Roman and
Gunther.
Cody. Yeah,
and then do the Hell in the Cell,
Yeah, good.
and then do the main event, except make it a 5-minute squash match.
Who wins in a 5-minute squash? Are you putting Roman over in 5
over
minutes?
Hopefully the sinkhole. I don't know.
Man,
The odds
shit.
come
With
back.
well, I mean, with everything that's gone down, I mean, with the Usos losing last night to the Canadians, Le Canadiens, the
Should be their
Mountie
team name.
Yeah, what was it? The
Montrealers.
The Quebecers. That was what it was.
Yeah, but they should be the Montrealers.
Yeah.
The Mia.
Well, it's all in Quebec, so it's all the same. But yeah. So the WWE's probably getting sold. It's, I mean, to be have one company that owns the UFC and the WWE is kind of crazy to think about. Oh, here we go. The 5-star trivia machine, Dennis Day Jr. What do you say, DDJ?
He's actually the 4.5 star.
Oh yeah, what did he get?
He lost half a star on so it's good on shooting shit because he didn't know the answer to something.
What? You didn't know the answer to something?
What didn't he know the answer to?
What was the question, Jovan?
Oh, he muted himself.
He muted himself.
I think Jovan just lost a half a star for muting himself.
Yeah, I'm unmuting that mic. I want to know. Oh, I can't unmute. Their mic isn't connected. Well, he's saying 1 second. He's buying time to make up a question that will stump DDJ.
I just want to know how many Mandalorian shirts he has.
Well, he's got like 4, but he had to sew them all together, right?
I ain't saying nothing there.
Jovan, what's up, man? Did you break your shit?
The hell happened?
I don't know.
He's still mute. There he is.
There he is, dude. DDJ.
Now he's not. No,
he's gone.
No,
he's
he is
Uh-oh.
gone.
But
I've tried to stump DDJ every chance I get. I've never been able to do it.
I'm trying. Shit. What was it that he got me? It was a good one. What was He'll tell you when he comes back.
What color was Trish Stratus's underwear on?
All right. Hello.
Raw
Hello?
2005.
Is he back?
I'm back. Sorry about that, guys. The
Oh,
dog
that's all good.
unplugged the headset.
Yeah.
Ran
I'm
off
sure
with
the dog
ass.
ate your homework too.
What was
No,
this?
he was. You didn't see him in the beginning. He was here, and then he just
He
jumped
was.
down.
No, we started out as the animal edition with Nat and his dog fighting it out for the animal edition championship.
So what was the question, Jovan, that you got me
Yeah,
with?
what was the stumper?
What was the stumper?
Stump for
Sean was
chump.
the one who stumped him. It was a question on. Oh no. We were talking mania entrances. Oh shit, what was it? Because there was something there, and DJ's like, I don't know, and Sean was like, we take away half a star for that.
And speaking of stumpers, real quick, I was watching the XFL earlier, the Houston Roughnecks versus who were they facing? It was the Battlehawks of St. Louis, and there was this dude in the front row who had a prosthetic leg, who was just hanging his stump over the front of the railing and just waving his prosthetic leg above his head. Anyways, yeah, Endeavor Group. It doesn't really matter to me who owns the WWE, but if they take the UFC route of charging you X amount just to watch the old stuff and then charging a premium for each show, that's a little silly. My thing is
I don't think they'll do that.
Is how would they even do that, right? Would they charge, like, in my mind, if they're going to go that route, they would do it in like a fight night way, right? Where some of the lower level, the B tier pay-per-views were just the flat rate price, whatever it is, and then they would charge the 60 or whatever it was for
like
Mania,
or whatever.
How long is
what do you consider Big Four nowadays?
How long is the Peacock deal?
Rumble, Mania, SummerSlam, and Survivor Series.
How long is the Peacock deal for? They can't do anything.
It was 5 years when it was signed.
Yeah, I don't think they can do anything.
It's been on Peacock for almost 4 now, right?
Peacock for almost 4,
yeah.
So that's coming up.
If I remember correctly, I think it was right around the time. I think it was right around the time COVID hit. Like, it got bad, because I remember. I think the last thing I remember watching on like the WWE Network might have been that WrestleMania at the Performance Center, which was 36. I believe that was like the last pay-per-view I remember watching. So I think it was right around the time COVID started getting was really a big problem.
Was that the last? I can't remember. I knew it was around then, but
I think I don't know for sure, but that's like the last I remember.
Nah, come on now.
No,
this dude's phenomenal. The phenomenal one. The phenomenal 5-star trivia machine, man.
Hey,
or
you can't fit all that on a shirt,
trivia
dude.
phenom. Get that shit, the alliteration going. Yeah, well, I mean, my thing is like, I'm glad it's not the Saudis. Phenom.
You know what though? Wait, what did you say, Jovan, about not being able to put that on a shirt?
So that's a lot of stuff to put on a shirt, man.
Yeah, but if you do it's phenomenal, but instead of PH you spell it with an F. That's how you get around the copyrights.
Well, then you're the phenomenal with an F. Well, that just sounds
the phenom. That's what they always called the Undertaker. So
right?
But that has the PH in it.
It's kind of like when someone calls you fat, but instead of FAT, it's PHAT, like Rikishi.
Pretty hot and tempting, man.
Man, normally they just call me fat with an F.
I think I broke your vibe.
I haven't heard the PH fat in a while. That's a throwback.
Pretty hot and tempting, man.
Pretty hot and tempting.
I was throwing down a little bit of reacquainting myself with an old friend playing No Mercy just a little while ago. So the old school WWF No Mercy. So
I've been ripping Fallout 4. Great game.
Been hitting the new school.
Playing Rage 2, and I don't know why.
What's Rage 2? Is that about a monkey?
No.
No, I know the game he's talking about.
It's
right?
the sequel.
Oh, I'm thinking Rampage. Never mind.
We're so scattered. That's fantastic.
What's Rage?
It's this game where you have these guns and then you kill things with it.
Hell yeah. Okay.
So nice. I've played like 6 hours of the game and done 2 missions. The rest are just me going into places, destroying everything, and then finding colored boxes.
It's kind of like Fallout, except you're finding like broken coffee cups and cigarettes.
Well, no, that's Fallout 4. Have you played 3 or New Vegas, Isaac?
I played 3. Yeah, New Vegas. I didn't like New Vegas. Yeah. Four is right
You
so
said-
far.
You said you didn't like New Vegas?
Yeah, New Vegas was not good. 4 is incredible. 4 is the best.
Shane's about to
All
blow a
about
brain
4.
vein.
Whatever. If my thing is like I'm actually feel better about my decision to say that, knowing how much it bothers Shane, because our
Dude, it
tastes are
bothers
so
Wade, too. Look at him.
diametrically opposed.
He's
on
going
things
crazy. I
like
can hear him screaming downstairs.
this. Four is incredible. I don't know if I couldn't get into New Vegas. I just
Wade's
couldn't
about
get
to
into
jump
it.
on camera and let you have it.
He's welcome.
Oh.
He's welcome, man. He's gonna let me have
Hey,
it. before-
Wade's about to go Rey Mysterio on him, like Ray did
No,
John
Ray-
last night.
No.
No,
Wade's
Shane was
knees are
like,
worse
"That's the
than
best
Ray's
one." Then I
somehow.
would be
He-
worried
he-
about my decision.
He'd be doing a 019, dude. Three steps into the lead up and then crumble.
Yeah, man. I mean, Fallout 4 is great, man. It's a great game. Incredible.
Jesus.
I'll give after I'm done. I'll give New Vegas another shot. I
Yeah,
will.
dude, you have
But,
to.
But 3 was a lot of fun. Although, like the first thing I did is like I wandered off into the desert, found a tower, and pushed a button which nuked a whole goddamn town.
Well, yeah, dude. So that is like one of my, like, I want to say earliest, but like that game came out when I was in the 8th grade. And I like won something at school, and I got like $50 in Best Buy gift cards, and I went and I got the Game of the Year edition. And I did the same thing, and like I was like, oh, the town's gonna be fine, whatever. And then I nuked it, and I was like, oh shit, the whole fucking thing's gone.
It's gone, just gone. Everyone in it. Yeah, you just set off the nuke in there. You're like,
dude.
ooh, I'm a bad
You're-
person.
You're telling that story about winning the $50 in Best Buy gift cards. Remember, like when going to Best Buy was like the shit.
I do.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
I can remember Toys R Us. I know that's gonna shock.
I
the
was
three
going
of
to
you,
even go a little bit further and date myself a little bit further and talk about Toys R Us back in the days when you had to go down the one aisle and you would pick the ticket for the game you want and then take that to
Up
up to
front.
the register.
Take that back even further. I don't know if you guys had them.
KB Toys,
We had Funko
I had
Land.
that.
Funko
Land?
no.
Oh, yeah. I
Yeah,
had
you used
that.
to be able to go over there and play the wall of games. I
That
love
was like
that
the
shit,
first
dude.
place that was like where you could buy the pre-owned games and stuff. I remember
Well,
Funko Land.
Back in my day, Meyer had a thing where you could test games out. You could
Back
play
in my
Area
day, they
51
had
on the
Sears.
PS2.
Sears had a catalog, and you could order a car from it for $10.
Back
Dude,
in my
there's
day,
Yeah, that's
it
what
was
I was
Mars
thinking. You would
bar.
probably did with
There's
that
like-
Sears catalog.
There's like
Oh.
18 Sears left in existence, and
I
we've
know.
got one of them here. So
Those dumb motherfuckers, dude. How fucking stupid do you have to be as a business to invent Amazon, right? In like the fucking 1800s and shit, right? And then never capitalize on it when it actually could have been used like to its full potential. Think about that for a second. They invented the Sears catalog in like Amazon and mail order, and they couldn't fucking make it happen in fucking with like today. They just couldn't.
yeah,
do it.
because it's a lot harder to ship a damn refrigerator, dog. People
They
are ordering a water
didn't
bottle off
they
Amazon.
didn't
Yeah.
sell just they sold everything in the Sears
The
catalog.
best part about the Sears catalog
Everything.
was when you'd get the Christmas one, and that's when you would make your Christmas list.
That was the
You
toy list,
literally-
yeah.
They had
Yeah,
Just rip
everything.
out the
bad.
page.
It's crazy
Circle
they
it.
fucked that up so bad.
So-
you write a piece of paper and stuff.
Instead of just putting
Oh,
that
man.
list online, they fucking are out of business.
So y'all know the y'all know the Santa Claus tracker.
Yeah.
Like online.
NORAD?
I
Yeah.
remember one time when I was a kid, because I'd always check that shit. And then it said Santa Claus had already visited our house, so I had to put a little letter on the outside of the door to be sure he came back. I was freaking out.
The J.C. Penney catalog. There's a good one. I remember getting the Hammer
That's
for
a good one
Schlemmer.
too. Yep.
Hold
Oh,
on.
yeah, dude.
So go back to that real quick, Shane. When it said he was already there, were you like,
Yeah,
hey,
yeah.
miss
It already
me?
done past Columbus, Ohio, man. And I was like, oh shit, I got no fucking presents this year, man. I don't know what the hell I did.
What
was-
did your note on the door say?
Santa, please come back. I've been please come back. I've been a good boy. Please, I think you might have missed me, Santa.
Wade, I need to know what you did. Wade, did you write back or did you just like, oh well, that was it for that season?
Hey!
Oh, my God.
There might be kids watching this that still believe. So,
Well, yeah, no. I'm just saying Santa did come back, so you just got to put the note on the outside of the door.
You just got to remind
There
him.
you go. You
Dude,
just
that
got to remind
motherfucker's
him.
he's old as shit, bro.
Yeah. No, I'm
You
not.
must have not have put the cookies out, man. That's what happened. You didn't put the cookies out. Santa said,
no,
fuck this house. No, I'm
have
just
you ever
Yeah,
been? Have you
I
ever
always
been
left
to
the milk and
Columbus?
cookies out. His fat ass always ate them. I mean,
hey, speaking of Santa Claus, have any of you seen Violent Night?
Yes.
is
I
that the
thoroughly
one
enjoyed
with
it.
Goldberg?
No.
it's
The
The one
this
with
is way
Harper.
better than that.
It's like
From
this
Stranger
came out.
Things.
Yeah, it just came out.
It's basically like it's a Christmas movie where it's kind of almost like Die Hard meets Home Alone.
Santa's a G.
It's on Peacock. If you guys have Peacock, go watch it. It's great.
It's pretty badass. It's a real
If
good
we
movie.
have-
Dennis, I think
we
we
have
all have
Peacock.
Peacock, dude.
We're talking about WrestleMania. If you have Peacock,
we got it.
What if somebody's watching this and they don't have Peacock or they don't know that it's available?
They're
on
all
Peacock?
everyone who's watching
trying-
is either
You know what?
in Shane's house or next
I try
door.
to do a nice thing by doing a public service announcement about going to check out this great movie on Peacock. And Ron is like, well, we all have Peacock here. Maybe not everybody knows that Violent Night is on Peacock. Now you do.
I do now.
Y'all have the public. We do not have the public. Y'all
we just do this for our own entertainment. Shit, dude. Come on,
y'all have what I would consider a
audience. Yeah, come on now.
You guys got diehard fans.
We do. You got to watch. Speaking of Die Hard, you got to watch in death movies. You got to watch The Fat Man with.
I've heard that's supposed to be good with Mel Gibson.
It's so good. It's so good. It's fucking so dumb, but it's
Peacock?
awesome. I don't know what it's on.
I think it is on Peacock.
It might be, but it's good, man. Yeah, he's Santa and he's working with the Defense Department, and it's so good, dude. Oh, anyway, should we talk about last night? What about last night? You guys did a little review show.
Yeah,
you did.
Yeah.
Has any of your thoughts on last night changed since last night? Do you feel any different about anything?
No.
All right.
I think the thing for me, and this was kind of, we had a little bit of a debate last night, was like, what was the match of the night? Like, and I kind of broke it into two different parts. In terms of the story, like the best story of the night, it was easily the tag title match. But in terms of like just pure wrestling, it was the women's title match, the SmackDown women's title match.
I think you had two 5-star matches there.
Honestly,
5-star for different reasons.
Yeah.
I would say almost to a certain extent, and obviously it was a completely different style of match, but that 4-way men's showcase match
was so fun.
It was amazing.
We talked very highly about that one too.
It was
so much
insanely fun. I mean, there were so many cool moments. You had Gable hitting the what's he called that, the Chaos Theory on
Braun. Holy shit, bro!
You had Braun doing the running shoulder tackles, which I'll never get tired of, and who was Angelo Dawkins just destroying him at the end.
What
all
was
the big men going up to the
about
top.
How you thought like Ford was going to steal the show, but Dawkins did, or was that Sean?
And they won, bro.
Dawkins has
called that shit.
Dawkins has definitely stepped his game up, man. Like especially over the past 6 to 8 months.
Incredible tag team.
He's gotten so much better. And honestly, that finish that they did, the frog splash off of the what was it, the code breaker deal, that should just be their finish, because I don't know if I've ever seen anything like that. It looks cool. Yeah, they did it well. Good.
Yeah. DJ, on that belt, does that say which belt is that? Is that the one that says WWF on it?
No, it's got the WWE logo on it. It's that one I got off WWE Shop.
Okay.
But I've always wanted a winged eagle, so
yeah.
It's the dual plated one.
Nice. Looks nice.
Looks very good, man. Looks
Sean-
Hopefully,
Sean-
we might see some sort of variation of this design if Mr. Cody Rhodes,
Sean will probably keep that one.
Oh, he's coming. He's coming. So we had Austin Theory versus Cena.
That was the weakest show of the night.
that was
That was-
we all agreed that was probably
Really?
the weakest match of the night.
I think it was. I mean, the crowd was into it. The crowd was so fucking
It was the
into
first match, though. They're usually into that first match because they're ready, they're raring to go and
yeah.
stuff. And that,
Dude, the
and
Make-A-Wish
I mean,
kids were there.
Yeah,
I
that
mean,
shit was. I don't know. I liked
how
it.
do
It
you
was
have
good.
Cena
I mean,
lose?
It was definitely an attraction, though. That's the thing, is I think that's why the crowd was so into it.
Yeah.
That match, more than any of them, did not in any way feel like a Mania match. That felt
Very
like
true.
a Raw match, honestly. And, obviously you're working with extremely rusty Cena and Austin Theory, who is good, but, not that good.
Yeah, I don't know. For me, it was a toss up between that or the ladies trios match.
Sure. I mean, those two by far were the worst things in the night, and that's.
Yeah.
I mean, and honestly, though, that's indicative of just how good of a night of wrestling it was.
Exactly. I was going to say, you always have to. You could have 5-star matches, but one of them is gotta be the weakest of the night. And like you just said, that perfectly encapsulated how I felt. Is if the Cena Theory match was the worst match of the night, like you said, that's indicative of how awesome night one was.
Yeah,
it was a great night of wrestling.
But
I mean,
the
and
one
just
good
like
thing,
last
and this
year.
is something, and one thing that we were all in agreement for with the John Cena Austin Theory match, because they're actually showing it again on the kickoff show where that's going on right now, was his entrance when he came out with the
On
Make-A-Wish
Peacock
kids.
Network,
That was cool.
if you have it. Yeah, the Make-A-Wish kids thing was fucking awesome. Like legit. Like I was.
I
like,
heard
that's
that, by
so
the way.
cool. Oh yeah, of course. I said it in the microphone.
I heard that they see Jovan over there giggling like a little schoolgirl.
It was just good. I'm sorry.
But yeah, no, that shit, dude. Like, man, like I don't care.
Oh,
like
shit.
whether it.
I just saw the back of Cena's new shirt. It looks like the back of a G.I. Joe, figure. It had all the different guys. I'm gonna have to get that shirt now.
Yes, he's
So
got him.
that question from last night with how much merch did DJ buy? He waited till today.
A lot. Yeah.
I
But
still haven't bought
that
it, so
entrance.
technically, it's still zero,
He's
except for the shirt I got it.
just got a list.
E2.
But yeah, the kids, man, those kids, man, like talk about an awesome experience for them and the family and their families, like getting to experience that.
Absolutely.
Like, like you can't say anything bad about that. Like Cena is the fucking goat of all of that shit. And
a lot of people like to, I don't think it's as bad now, but back in the day when people used to hate on Cena just because it was the cool thing to do, I always said to myself, and I would say to whoever, my son who 7, he's just kind of really starting to get into wrestling now, and he likes John Cena. But I said back in the day, I was like, if my son came to wrestling, he's like, John Cena is my favorite wrestler, I'd be all for it, because I think John Cena is the type of wrestler that kids like my son Matthew should be looking up to.
Yep. Yeah, no, I mean he seems like an all around okay guy, a good person.
Mm-hmm.
The match itself, yeah, mediocre. It wasn't anything extraordinary, but it was fun opener, and the crowd was fucking.
And we were also all kind of like thinking too, like he shrunk, like he doesn't look as big.
He didn't look as beefed.
Yeah, he's dropped a lot of that mass.
But you know what? It might be just because of the movie thing or something too.
Of course.
It's got to be movies, and also he's getting older. I mean, he's what, mid 40s now.
Yeah,
but look
he's
at
a
Rock.
little older.
Rock is him and Rock have gone different directions.
Well, the Rock is on different steroids than Cena is.
Batista. Boy, Rock finally is like, man, something like a chink in his armor, huh?
Well, I mean, but even Batista, Wade was telling me that he doesn't want to be Drax anymore just because he can't get cut like that as much. It's just not as easy. So he might, stop being Drax just because it's too tough.
He's done.
You know what? Talking about Batista, if you have Peacock, there's a movie called A Knock at the Cabin.
Is that on there?
It's on Peacock now. It's a really great movie. Just a suggestion. If you
do you want to know?
Do you want to know? Really good movie with Batista that I don't think it's on Peacock. I'd have to look and see that movie Stuber, where he's like he Where he's like a cop or something, and he takes an Uber to like try to track down like some like a drug lord or something.
Stuber is greatness.
Yes.
Yeah, I heard the knock at the cabin. Big twist was that there was no twist.
Yeah, that was a
Yeah.
fucking. I was waiting for the twist, and I was looking at my mom and my sister and like everyone else that was watching. I was like, "So is the twist? Is it's not a twist?"
That's it. That's the big twist.
He's like,
Yeah,
"That's genius."
Batista's great though. I mean, he was in fucking what was it? Blade Runner 2049.
Yep.
So good in that.
Glass Onion. He had some real good parts in that movie.
He was a
Oh,
badass
Glass-
Bond villain. He's a great
Oh,
Bond
wait, no,
villain.
Glass Onion I have not seen. I've seen the first one, Knives Out. That was really good too.
Glass Onion's really good. Give it a watch.
That's what I've heard.
Well, that brings us to what did we have after that? We had what the
Tag match.
tag match?
Swamp Ass Otis is all I'm gonna
four-way
say.
tag.
Dude, the tag match. They could not boot fucking poor Otis, man. Titus O'Neil could not stop talking about how sweaty he was.
Dude,
They're
and
like,
the thing is, that walk from the fucking entrance to the ring was so long. Poor Otis was done for the night.
he was
I mean, he
like-
was also at extreme elevation. I mean,
The
oh
match
my
has just
God.
started, and he's already sweating. I'm like, yeah, he had to do that walk.
I mean, the stage itself was about 3,000 feet above sea level, man. It's pretty much
Yeah.
like fighting in Mexico City, dog.
Oh
Oh,
man.
dude.
The that match was so much fun, man. It was
Swamp
so
ass on
much
the
fun. We
national stage.
talked about it. It felt a lot longer than it was, honestly.
Yes.
Not in a bad way, because it was only like 8.5 minutes, right? But it was
But it was so action packed, like, and it felt like it overcame having little to no stipulations because everybody involved stepped up so much, and
Mhm.
their in ring performance made it feel special, made it feel like a WrestleMania match.
Mhm.
I agree.
Yeah, it was a really good time, honestly. I had a blast. I had a blast with that one. I think we all did. Unexpected. I think no one really thought that was going to be that much of a match, and
We were saying it last night. We penciled it down as the bathroom break, and it ended up being a freaking awesome match.
One of the more
Yeah.
entertaining matches of the night.
yeah, oh yeah, for pure entertainment purposes, probably the most entertaining. I mean, just a great match. We had after that, we had Seth frickin' Rollins with going against Logan Paul, and with goddamn KSI and a fucking prime bottle. And I'm like, Jesus
Yeah,
Christ.
and now with this match, I think Jovan and I we were talking. Like, I was so hyped for this match. I thought this match was going to be the one that stole the weekend, but I honestly was a little disappointed with it.
He wasn't as good as we were expecting from
I mean, it was
Logan
still-
Paul.
It was still good, but it just I just felt like it could have been so much better.
I don't think we're doing a live watch along, but I don't know. Are you guys? We're not doing a watch along. John is still not doing one.
No, but
No,
we
we're going live after night 2, and I think as of right now, I think it's just Jovan and I.
All right. Well,
unless either of
I'm-
you two beautiful people.
I absolutely not. I love y'all, but I'm going straight to bed. Do not pass go. Do not collect
Do not collect
$200.
$200.
Isaac, are you still on vacation?
yeah, I'm drinking a Red Bull right now.
Nice. So
I
he
might
might
actually-
be with us.
Which means that he'll make it to the co-main event and then fall
I
asleep.
might make it all the way to 9:13. Oh shit. But yeah, I don't know. I didn't have like overly high expectations of this match. I didn't think it was going to be bad, but I was as soon as they brought out that fucking prime bottle, the first thing I said, "What is it, Jake in there?" And I was wrong. It was fucking
KSI.
Eminem.
MSI, KSI.
It was Eminem in the prime bottle.
Eminem. Well, no, there's a business like right down the street called MSI, so I want to say
Oh.
MSI instead of KSI.
Yeah, no case.
But yeah, like and so that was like distracted me the whole match. Because
Yeah.
every time they show that stupid bottle, I'm like, dude, this dude is jacked. Like, this dude is big. Like, why is the bottle still at ringside right there? And it was just like, it was kind of obvious.
And Dennis is stuck in a. Oh, never mind. He's back.
But
I'll say
yeah,
he's
I mean, it
stuck.
was good. I mean, he hit that fucking awesome splash again. Yeah, Logan Paul proved that he's really good at, like having a big match. I don't know. It wasn't anything incredible though. I loved the promo package for it. Like WWE still, like, the best thing they do is their promo packages.
Is
They
their
get you hyped.
their videos are like
They
Their
get you
hype
hyped
videos were
about
great.
anything,
Yeah,
bro.
I think with Logan Paul, we've kind of reached a spot with him where he's kind of capped right now what the big things that he's able to do, and he needs to go away for a while, train, bring some
That's
new
what he
stuff
wants to do.
in,
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I don't know. I mean, the match was good. Seth
Yeah.
Seth finally got a big win, and then hopefully Seth can transition into winning another feud, and then I don't know, maybe go after one of the belts again.
And this whole thing has felt like a face turn for Seth too.
Oh, 1,000,000%.
Yeah. So he hit a GTS that looked kind of like shit. If I'm being honest.
He should have stuck to the buckshot lariat because he does that pretty well.
Yeah, which I think he
Even
hit.
that kind of didn't look super good last night. It was not as quick or snappy.
Yeah. No, you know who I think they should get him to work with is Ricochet. I think him and Ricochet could put on a good performance because Ricochet.
Well, they had that spot at the Rumble.
Yeah, which was incredible, which is why I say it. But like, you also even in that other match, you look at how Ricochet sells. You look at how he works. Like, Ricochet can make anyone look like 10 times stronger. It's like working with Dolph Ziggler in his prime. It just makes you look that much better working with a guy like that because of the way they sell.
DDJ, what does Paul Heyman's suit say? It looks like the MJF suit.
Looks
I can't
like
read it.
Are you talking about the jacket or the shirt?
Yeah, the jacket.
It's just pinstripes.
It's just pinstripes.
It's the Matrix code.
Okay.
After that,
this fool got like words on it like MJF did.
We had the 6-women tag team match between Stratus, Lita, Becky Lynch, and Damage Control. This was all right. This was, for me, it was tough because you could tell that they had a lot of stuff planned for it, and they tried, but it was they were a step off, and that's not a surprise considering that neither of them have fucking wrestled in forever.
It's true.
But it was tough. It was tough trying to look past it, and it was fun. But even like that big move where they threw up who did they throw up? Stratus up to throw Io Sky off the top there. There's just a lot of stuff there. It was close. It was really close, and it looked I'm sure if you were live, it looked great, but it just didn't really connect the way it should have, and it didn't feel as important as it should have, considering who was involved.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, ultimately, and I don't want to put all of the blame on Lita, but Lita is just clearly, not where she needs to be to wrestle. Even Trish looked honestly better than Lita through most of this match.
Yeah,
but I don't know.
Weird.
I mean, I mean, it is what it is. I'm glad that Damage Control get their WrestleMania payday, even though they lost. And let's be honest here. Let's be honest here. Wrestling a match against Lita and Trish is a hell of a consolation prize for being the probably worst match of the night, and also having your group implode.
Yeah,
it's true.
Yeah. 14, almost 15 minutes for that one.
That got 15 minutes.
Yeah, it was.
It got a decent amount of time.
It got a lot of time. But yeah, I mean, and I do think that Lita is probably the most to blame for that, just for being off, and it's ring rust, you can't.
I mean, and a broken neck, and
that was probably more the broken neck than it is the ring rust, because you got to remember. I mean, she has been more active in the ring than Trish. I mean, they are. I mean, she was that. in that match when they won the tag titles.
I mean, they're just old. I mean, it is what it is. Years worth of in-ring action, years not wrestling too much.
It's going to take its toll.
And especially the kind of style that Lita wrestled versus the way Trish wrestled. Trish had a more conservative style than Lita. So obviously,
she was smart, and Lita really was like a luchador.
She was a female Hardy.
Yeah. Well, then we got one of probably my favorite WrestleMania entrance of all time. Following this, like literally, probably oh my god, the sirens, them backing the fucking paddy wagon up, them leading Dom out in cuffs, incredible.
Did you see that? I didn't confirm it myself, and I haven't seen anybody else. But somebody said on Twitter they used footage of a fucking concentration camp.
No,
I didn't.
It's Isaac, would you like to tell us why that's a no-no right now during this time?
Why you shouldn't do that?
Yeah, especially like right now using concentration camp.
I don't know, dude. I mean, I think that it's spring. It's a time of renewal and rejoice, and that like you shouldn't have to concentrate too hard. You should.
And Isaac was front row at Road Wild '98, and we didn't even know it.
There you go. We don't need any history lessons. I think something happened. There's a thing. A lot of
multiple things, really.
There's a lot of stuff that happened.
Big thing.
A lot of things that happened. But
Not
you know
fun.
what? For all you guys out there who know about the big thing that happened, you can actually go to the store now and get your kosher sodas for Wednesday. So hey,
hell yeah,
just looking out.
Get that kosher shit, man. That Rabbi Blessed stuff.
Right.
All right, Dominic
they
and Ray.
Ray's entrance was pretty cool too.
Ray's entrance was very cool.
Ray's entrance was badass.
Snoop was all over this place, all over the place. On this
it's
shit,
LA.
man.
They love Snoop Dogg.
Oh my god, who doesn't love Snoop? He's a treasure, man. He's a treasure, and that was fun with fucking him riding
going out in the low rider. And they hit Eddie's music for a second.
They hit Eddie's music, and I wish they had actually shown it, but they had Eddie's entrance shit on the jumbotron.
Oh man,
they had pictures because someone shared for live footage to Vicky Guerrero and was like, "Hey, just like check this out." And so Eddie's face, boom, front and center on the fucking jumbotron for fucking Mania during that shit.
Put that up.
Yeah, I know they really should have. But anyway, very cool for the people there. Very cool for for Vicky and their family. But very cool entrance coming in the lowrider with Snoop. The game is to be sold, not to be told on the fucking inside of the trunk, like such a pimp wagon. Snoop had.
And then there was a giant cinnamon toast crunch.
Yep. And the cinnamon toast crunch.
That was the only thing I did not like about that match is that they had to do this. Like, I get the sponsorship stuff.
It was
really,
brought
they
to
have
you.
to have a giant piece of cinnamon toast crunch.
Cinemoji toast crunch, you asshole.
Oh, Cinemoji.
Yeah, and then they had the cinnamon toast crunch with the ooh eyes on the outside. At that point, that's when I knew this was not Ray's final match, because Ray's final match is not brought to toast crunch.
And he won too. I mean,
which was shocking.
I wish I had clipped last night.
For the record, the cinnamon toast crunch is one of the best, if not the best, breakfast cereals of all time.
Cinnamon toast crunch rocks.
Cinnamon toast crunch is good, but Lucky Charms is where it's at.
It's a whole other level.
But I wish I had clipped that little bit of Shane last night saying you have to be fucking crazy. You have to be out of your fucking mind. Absolutely crazy out of your mind. If you think for 1 second Ray is going to win.
There was a chance.
That was all I was thinking the whole time. And I was like, I wasn't expecting that to happen.
Yeah.
Shit, I really wasn't though.
Yeah, I mean, the storytelling for this match was really solid too.
They did a great
Dominic overpowering Ray on the regular. I liked when he was messing with his family.
Well. Oh, dude, the mom and sister getting in there.
Credit to him, man. He did.
Did you see the big ass Russian looking guy next to the family and the big old white?
Dude.
he looked so mad. He was so pissed. I'm like, he's gonna fucking hit
He's gonna
Dom.
jump.
Dude.
He's jumping the
Yeah.
rail.
He's
This dude's jumping
stabbing
the
that
rail.
motherfucker.
You can't
Dude,
say
but
that to your mom.
so much better than I expected, honestly. Dom
Mhm.
killed it. Dom was so good from the entrance
Yeah.
through everything. I mean, goddamn, dude, that kid
And
has
it-
really come a long way, and I hope he's got a bright future ahead of him.
And and honestly, Ray winning, maybe long term isn't necessarily the best move, given the amount of time they've spent making Dom, relevant. But it was definitely a feel good. I mean, the crowd was so happy to see Ray.
This might have been one of the hottest points the crowd got the whole night.
Yeah.
Like they
and
fucking blew up for that win.
And this match, like you said, with the way that it ended, it's not over between these two. Like there's gonna be something, there's still more story to be told and stuff. And I felt like this was gonna be a sink or swim moment for Dom, and he swam. Like he did not sink.
He didn't sink at all, man.
And it wasn't like Ray
floated.
carried him in that match. I think Dom held his own in that match.
Yeah.
Big time. I was super impressed, like legitimately impressed with the kid. I mean, and I like him. I think he's done a really well, like skirting that line of being like absolutely hated, but also doing a good job. Like like it's a tough line to follow, and he's done well. And yeah, last night was a great match between them. They told an awesome story. The family got involved, and yeah, it was fun. It was a good Mania match. It felt like a Mania match.
Yeah, it did.
Yeah. And then we get to one of the best matches of the night. We get Rhea Ripley and Charlotte going just a fucking absolute ham. Oh my God, this shit was so much fun. 23 and a half minutes, almost the longest match of the night, or like a minute behind the main event.
There, as good as it was, there were a couple scary spots in there where it looked like Charlotte almost could have broken her neck.
When she got that suplex or whatever
deal,
where she landed on her face.
Yep.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah. I want to put them on speakerphone. Let's go. No, but that was fucking wild, man. She landed flat on her face, and they were like, "Yeah, she took the full brunt right to her face." They just would not stop talking about it.
Oh yeah, they're like, "Oh, that's ring burn on that nose there."
Yeah. No, she took it hard. I mean, and whether it was intentional or not, I feel like she probably could have got her hands up, but
I think she just over rotated just a little bit.
Charlotte's great though, and they had that fucking spot off the top where what was it, the release suplex off the top rope or whatever, where she fucking flipped and landed on her stomach, and Rhea went for the pin.
The avalanche riptide.
Yes, yeah. Oh my
finish.
God, well, so good, and it just felt earned.
Oh my God, Val Venus is going crazy on Twitter. Sorry.
Oh, is he mad? Is he mad about Steiner?
Oh no. His Twitter handle is The Rock, John Cena, and Sami Zayn equals CCP sellouts.
Oh.
The pinned tweet 17 hours ago is a shirt that he's selling that says,
yes.
Come on.
That says hello. That says hello, biological ladies.
No. Oh, no.
And then he.
I love this. This is good. Breaking news, folks. It's breaking
then
news.
He posted this.
That's a 10-year-old fetus. Hands, arms, legs, feet, mouth, ears, eyes, brain.
With a picture
of him.
What?
I'm Val Venus, and I'm up in your fetus, bitch. Hello, ladies. Biological only.
Yeah. It doesn't have the same ring to it. Does sorry, y'all.
That's good. That's really fucking good. Oh my God.
Biological ladies. Gotta love Val Venus.
Val Venus, what a piece of
goodness.
shit. Yeah. Same thing with apparently Mr. Steiner.
Yeah. He really fucked him.
What a fucking idiot!
It pains me because a big as fan of the Steiners I am, and stuff, and it just that one really hurt because it's just like why would you
all you have to do is keep your mouth shut, right?
Exactly.
You just don't have to say anything. You just be a fucking asshole on your inside. But no.
Yeah.
Did you see what Jericho said about it?
No. What did?
Yeah,
Jericho
he said that. I guess he was a bully to like guys
yeah.
like him and Guerrero. and stuff.
I'll read it. He says, "Hey, don't even worry about this. Rick Steiner has always been this is in response to her tweet, right, about it. Hey, don't even worry about this. Rick Steiner has always been a bully and has gotten away with so much because he is a Steiner. Makes me laugh because I fell for the same shit when he bullied me, Eddie, Chris, Oscar, Hoovy, etc. World War III 97. I got your back, and if Rick has an issue with this, I'd love to discuss with him anytime. It's 2023, dude. Grow the fuck up."
Nice.
Good on Jericho for doing that.
Yeah, no, and that's true.
Did you see like the list of tweets that Moose did out in response to it?
No.
Moose lit into him, coming to Giselle's defense, saying, everything happens for a reason. I had to leave the convention early due to my flight getting moved, which is a good thing because I don't have bail money if I would have heard that stupid shit happen.
I don't think Rick wants to fight Moose in the year 2023.
And then somebody, I'm guessing a Rick fan, was like, "Oh, I'd like to see you say that shit to his son's face." And Moose pops off with, "This don't fucking fantasy book shit that happens in the real life. This has nothing to do with his son. This happens to do with his dad and what he said." He said, "I don't know if you know this, but us Impact people, we're a family. We cut for ours." I was like, "Oh shit."
Good for Moose. Well, speaking of being a family, we had The Miz versus Pat McAfee next.
Yo,
dude, I love it.
Commentary
was so exciting.
Commentary was so funny, dude.
Well, because you could tell again that they didn't know this was going to happen.
Yeah,
because
they need to not tell him.
This completely fucking broke.
Cole, that's my buddy. It's Pat McAfee. No, and then Corey. At one point, he
Corey
goes,
Corey was
90 hours this week. I'm tired of this.
Corey was broken. He couldn't even finish a sentence after Pat came out. He was so flustered. It was incredible. And Michael Cole was so excited. And oh my God.
Like your replacement better than you.
Yeah, well, yeah, but I mean, it just works. And Pat is awesome. They had a squash match where Pat just whooped Miz's ass, which was fun, unnecessary but fun. Apparently, Pat McAfee never wrestled Vince McMahon at Mania.
Yeah,
I was very funny.
I thought about that too,
which is awesome because Jesus Christ, I don't want that to have happened either. Yeah, undefeated. He's undefeated at Mania according to WWE.
Good. As he should be.
That match must have been unsanctioned.
Something
may have been an unsanctioned match.
Holy shit! Because that
I don't ever remember a count happening in that match.
No, it happened. It was the worst. It was the worst thing. Oh God! You know what? Yeah, it was as bad as that fucking Mongo Brian Adams match was. Vince versus Pat McAfee. The worst. The worst of the worst. I mean, is there a worse match that you can think of that has ever been on a WrestleMania?
Yeah, Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn versus the Usos.
That wasn't worse. Suck a dick. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, you're right. No, he's keeping us on track. He's doing his job. We that shit. Okay, 5 stars. Goddamn, 5 stars. We got the moment. We got the moment we've been wanting since that moment on NXT with the pop-up power bomb into the apron. After Sammy finally won the fucking title, right? And Kevin comes out and it's like, hey, good job. The whole locker room cleared out. Kevin's first night on NXT, boom, starts it. And the story since then has grown, and we got a culmination to it last night. And you can still go a lot further with it, but goddamn, it felt good. It felt good.
Yeah, I mean, it was just a really good match all around. The storytelling, I liked how at one point Sammy hit a little brain buster on the apron. I would like to think that that's a little nod to El Generico with the top rope brain buster. Obviously, I don't think he can.
Their attire that they had on was a nod to their time in pro wrestling.
But And didn't even Cole say at one point somewhere El Generico is smiling down like right
Yep.
after that?
And they even mentioned, I think they also mentioned Rosita.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Remember
Yeah.
Rosita?
So that's really cool. And I mean, like I mean, Sammy, that was Sammy's match 100%. Like that was 100% all about Sammy. They beat the fuck out of him and he just kept kicking out, coming back.
First one to kick out of the 1D.
Yep.
Yeah.
Only person. Oh my god, dude!
Yeah,
What a
the 3
story.
haluva kicks at the end, and after the first one, he holds him up like he held Kevin up at War Games.
Yeah,
and and then he hits 2 more. You get the moment. I mean, they pan to the crowd, and there are people in the crowd that are just visibly crying. Like,
it's when you know you're at a good show. The crowd's crying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, there were, and then they with the win, and I mean, they're
fireworks.
crying. Yep. And what a goddamn moment. I think, and I want to jump back for just 1 second. In that moment after Rhea Ripley won, I think one of the best shots in the whole night is the shot of Charlotte looking on up at her, smiling, being
and
like
clapping.
Yeah, and just being like, and just acknowledging like what an amazing moment it is for Rhea. Like that was fucking awesome to me. Like that really was great. And like same thing at the end here, seeing Kevin and Sammy hugging it out with the belts. Like so good. So good. What a night. Pretty much a perfect WrestleMania again. This year, last year have been incredible night ones of WrestleMania.
Yeah, night 2's got a lot to live up to.
Yep.
Night 2 has some of the bigger matches, though. I mean, you've got
It
Hell in a Cell.
It's got Hell in a Cell. It's got Roman versus Cody. It's got Bianca versus Asuka.
The triple threat
Gunther.
match. The triple threat match is going to be
that leads off the night, right? I'm pretty sure.
No, Brock Lesnar and Omos is slated to start. Sorry about that, gentlemen.
I thought I don't know. Who knows? I'm looking at 2 different.
Was that officially confirmed, Jovan?
It was confirmed as of this morning, but yesterday they pulled a last-second switch around as well.
Yeah, I'm looking at Gunther, Sheamus.
Charlotte versus Rhea was supposed to main event on NXT, right?
Yeah, that was announced and then switched to make Sammy and KO.
Which was the right call, especially the way that ended. You couldn't have ended that WrestleMania night 1 any other way.
No.
All right, so we're gonna, speaking of night 2, let's just jump right into predictions. We're gonna assume I'm just going with the Wikipedia list. So that starts out with Gunther versus Sheamus versus Drew for the Intercontinental title. Gunther, would be my pick for this. I don't see how you let anyone else walk away with that win.
He doesn't
needs to retain. He needs to keep going with this.
Yeah, he needs that Mania moment. Give him that moment.
He holds the IC belt up until they're ready to pull the trigger on him.
God, please, for the love of God, let him beat Honky Tonk's ridiculous record.
Yes.
He's got what is he at? Right? How many days is he at, Isaac? Do you know offhand?
I don't, but I probably could figure this out pretty quick.
Because I think Honky Tonk Man was like in the 450s, like 456 or something.
Yeah, let's see here. Let's see history tournaments.
Because I think as of now he's 3rd all time in terms of a singular reign behind Honky Tonk and Randy Savage.
Honky Tonk was 454 days.
Yeah, 454.
What's Gunther at now?
I'm trying to figure that out.
Gunther is somewhere in the.
Got to be close to 300.
Gunther is 245. Oh wait,
man, so he's still got.
No. That's wrong. It was 245 as of February when
so
they
he's
last
updated this. So he's got to be almost.
He's over 280, so about just under 300 days, like probably 290 something days at this point.
But he's 3rd, I think, right now.
So you're looking at about another 6 months?
Yeah, I mean, I don't see why not.
See, 6 months. That'd be October. Yeah, it's conceivable.
No, totally. So we all agree on Gunther. I think we all agree that this has a very, very good chance of being match of the night, possibly match of, the entirety of WrestleMania.
If it's going to be match of the weekend, I don't right now. I can't see anything that's going to top Rhea versus Charlotte.
I mean, it could
can. It has a possibility, but
we got a lot. We got a lot going on.
Before we get into the next match, Bobby is apparently going to have an open challenge. Who do we think is going to answer?
LA Knight.
The Fiend. No, it's LA Knight. It's LA Knight.
Maybe Uncle. Yeah. Well, there are rumors that they said Uncle Howdy is there tonight.
My prediction is Braun Breaker. He just lost the title on NXT yesterday.
Debut him on the main roster at Mania versus wait until tomorrow night on Raw. That's it. That's really interesting.
I mean, look. I mean, the bottom line is even if he loses, is Big Bob right? You know, you just put them in there for 10 minutes and let them beat the shit out of each other.
As long as it's not a squash, absolutely, which I don't think it's going to be, especially if if Braun is supposed to be, to steal, from Brock Lesnar, the next big thing. You can't squash him at this stage. He's got to have a nice showing, which I would hope they would do that.
No, I mean, and I think if that is the case, I think debuting him at Mania is the right move. I mean, everybody's watching.
Open challenge answered by one of two people. One, Godfather tries to buy him off with the hose, doesn't work. Two, you have Santino Marella make his glorious return.
He works for Impact.
He works with Impact. He's there.
Yeah, well, you know what? I'm just saying. I just threw it out there, right? It's one of those names that popped in my head. I don't follow wrestling.
I like the Braun Breaker thing. I still think it's going to be LA Knight, though.
Yeah, you're right.
I think that's just a waste, man. Yeah. Like waste of time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We got the women's WrestleMania Showcase Fatal 4-Way tag team match with Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez versus Natalya and Shotzi versus Ronda Rousey, Shayna Baszler versus Chelsea Green and Sonya Deville. We got Chelsea fucking Green in the house.
Yeah. There's only one answer to this, right?
It seems like it's an easy win for Ronda Rousey and Shayna Baszler to me, but
again, especially with having Becky and Lita as the women's champions, right? That's a perfect team to take it off of them.
Yeah, it's got to be Shayna and Ronda. Yeah.
Yep. All right, so then we got I don't expect much from that, although it is cool seeing Chelsea Green there.
Green with envy.
Edge versus the Demon and Hell in a Cell. We finally got the Demon back, which I'm very stoked about. This should be a fun match.
I think the entrances alone are going to be epic.
Yeah, these will probably be some of the best entrances of the night. I don't see Edge walking out of this one.
I don't either.
I think he doesn't win.
You think he wins? Is that what you
think
said?
I don't.
He does or doesn't, DDJ?
He does.
Oh, wow.
Edge. You're calling it for Edge.
Yeah.
I'd say this is his last match. But it's going to be a banger. I don't think he walked. I literally think that he's going to get stretchered out. That's my guess. After this one. Yeah, that sound is a pixie fairy letting us know that my guess is a good one.
Nice.
So we got 3 here for the Demon, 1 for Edge, which is wild. But all right, then we move along to I can't believe that we're going with Brock Lesnar versus Omos this year. The big meat spectacle. Omos.
Oh, send Sean the invite, DJ. Let him in if he wants in.
Okay.
Should definitely should Lesnar win this match?
Yes.
I mean,
no.
He's the only wrestler
that he's on the way out of the company, and
he's the only wrestler in this match.
Yeah, but that's never stopped I saw a post about that, and WWF has always been about having a giant spectacle. Whether they can wrestle or not has never mattered.
That's just true.
Yeah.
They're going to book them as long as they can book them protected until people get sick of it.
Yeah.
honestly, I think that almost wins. I think that, this could maybe honestly
I
be
think Omos wins.
the last Mania match that we get from Lesnar, period. I mean, if he's on the way out and Vince stays out, I don't think he comes back to the company. Honestly.
Wow.
Vince isn't
That's
staying
true.
out.
Vince isn't staying out. He just dyed his hair.
Lesnar's going one more year.
He got a mustache.
And
He's
he
got
got
the
a
same
mustache.
stash. He's
Dude,
got a
he
same
looks like
stash.
Vince McMahon's
Sean, you're joining this
Bizarro.
stream.
Bizarro.
I sent him the
But
link.
yeah,
but
he's good. He doesn't want to join because he doesn't.
Me and DDJ got Omos, and you two got Brock.
I'm taking Brock.
I'm gonna go with Brock just because he's my dude. I love Brock. I love me some Brock.
I've got to take Brock, man.
Yeah.
I can't take almost.
Bianca Belair versus Asuka. Ooh, this is gonna be good. This shit is gonna be good.
This is going to be way better than the build this match has been.
I honestly think this is going to be the sleeper match of WrestleMania. I think it's going to be one of the standout matches of the whole weekend that nobody thought was going to be worth that much. But mark my words, these girls are bringing it. I do think Belair walks out champion again.
Yeah.
Asuka.
Unfortunately, I love Asuka and I want to see her
Asuka
win.
To do it.
But I still think
Asuka with the new makeup, with the new attitude.
I hope so.
I think that they continue the trend of righting their wrongs. They give Asuka the big win at Mania.
And give
Bianca
her
has been a great champion. Has been a good ambassador for the brand. But she's held the belt for over a year now, right?
She won it at Mania.
Last year's Mania.
Okay. Yeah, I mean that gives her a title reign of 365 days. You put the belt on Asuka, you give Raw, a new feel as far as the champion, and Asuka can kill everybody for as long as they want.
Yeah,
I'm down. Oh shit, we got.
I would love to see Asuka.
The man himself, the Silver Wolf. What
there
up,
he
man?
is.
What's going on, fellas?
Oh, we're just talking about Asuka versus Shayna. Shayna, or not Shayna?
Are you on your bed?
Bianca.
I am on my bed. Yeah.
Who you got? You got Asuka or Bianca Belair? Who you got?
I'm going Asuka on this one, man.
All right.
I think Asuka deserves it. I'd like to see Asuka win it.
Are you wearing a Cody Rhodes shirt right now?
I am wearing my Cody Rhodes shirt right now.
Oh,
yeah, bro.
Did you see Seth Rollins' outfit last night? His tribute to Double J, Jeff Jarrett.
Oh my fucking God.
I heard it was a tribute to Rihanna.
It might have been
all of them.
All I know is that was the first thing that came up.
Yes, that does. I'm actually. They're showing his entrance now on the kickoff show, and
now
I can see what you think the Jeff Jarrett stuff.
It is. It's the Jeff Jarrett.
The Jeff Jarrett top.
The Double J, Jeff Jarrett, when he had fucking what's his name, Tennessee Lee as his fucking ring guy. That was his fucking gear, man. It just was white, not pink. Last match
JEFF gimmick
is we got Roman Reigns versus Cody Rhodes for the undisputed WWE Universal Championship. We got Cody Rhodes over here, I think, winning it. I don't think that there's any other option.
Cody takes it.
He's
finishes the story tonight.
Finishes the story. And what a story it is. Like starting all the way back as Stardust and being frustrated with that, letting it be known, leaving the company, wrestling at a million different independents, like just going out and doing the work. Found a company, like bring it to fucking pretty large scale, leave that to go back. I mean,
all in.
And I'll tell you what, he's had a couple of the best matches in the last few years. Like his match at All In with Dustin,
beautiful.
One of the best one of the best matches I've ever seen. Like just pure storytelling, like just incredible.
I agree with that completely, man.
Also, his Hell in a Cell match with Rollins with the fucking torn pec. Probably the craziest match I've ever seen. Gutsiest. Yeah, I mean, and that's not just like Gutsy as Hell in a Cell, and that's after Mick Foley almost died twice in one, right? Like,
right.
Yeah.
Like like insane to think that like somebody could go into a Hell in a Cell and do something almost crazier than what Mick Foley did.
And Foley almost died.
Yeah, and I don't know, man. I'm excited to see that the conclusion of that. I'm excited to see what kind of champion he is, and to see the eventual heel turn that comes, and we get heel Rhodes as a champion, which will be a lot of fun. And I don't know.
Crossroads.
I think the biggest question I have is, and I'm curious what your guys' thoughts are on this, is what happens next for Roman Reigns? Where do we go from here?
Time off.
He goes away.
Honestly, I think the entirety of the bloodline takes multiple months off.
Still on the way.
Yeah, I think so too, man. I think they're gonna take some time to themselves. I mean, they've been going really hard for like 3 straight years.
Yep.
Other than maybe Solo, right? I think Solo might stick around. You might see Heyman still stick around with Solo.
Yeah,
but
I agree.
I think Roman and the Usos disappear for multiple months and just chill.
Yeah, I mean they've earned it. That's for sure.
You know the craziest thing about this. The craziest thing about this is the 3rd straight year that Roman's come into this match as just with the Universal Championship, and it's the same reign. It's not like he lost and then won it back. I mean, I think this is the first time, since probably Hogan in the first 3 WrestleManias, where someone's come in in WrestleMania like the champion, but on the same reign, like at least 3 WrestleManias in a row. I don't think it had been done since Hogan did in the first 3.
No, I mean,
it's on par with San Martino's run, in my opinion, man. Like I know Hogan's run was what it was because they just kind of force-fed him everything that came, but I think it was more along. I mean, he's more of a San Martino champion than I think than anything. Like Hogan could have been beat, like we knew he could have been beat. But like Roman has looked unbeatable.
Yeah, Roman's. Yeah. I mean, and credit where credit's due, man. Like to come from behind as he was. Yeah. Because you think about the fucking nuclear heat that he had coming off of that Rumble win.
Yep.
Where it should have been Daniel Bryan, and ever since, and it's crazy to say this, but like him getting cancer and going away was what was like the catalyst for him to be able to come back and be a baby face in a way, or just be like appreciated in a way that he never was before.
And the thing is with that, even when he came back from when he had that bout of leukemia, when he was cleared, he got the cheers, but the crowds kind of grew tired of it. And then when COVID hit, he was off, because of his health and stuff. But it's just basically since he come back, right at SummerSlam in 2020, this is the Roman that I think everybody had been wanting for all this time.
It's the Roman he should have always been.
Well, it took him time to get there.
For all those people that are complaining about, it's all about the bloodline or this is the storyline and we're tired of this storyline or whatever. Well, it's your fault. It's our fault. We begged for heel Roman.
No, this is perfect, man. This is what we need.
Yeah, and he jumped on it as when he went heel, dude. There was no turning back for him. Like it was a natural thing for him. I think
they put in a plan in place and they fucking stuck with it, and they've done a really, really good job with almost everything bloodline Roman Reigns related in the past 3 years. They've nailed it, and I mean they've
made the best thing they've put on in a while.
And not only have they done that, but they've made the Usos somehow bigger stars than they already were. And they made Sami Zayn the biggest star in wrestling right now. Sami Zayn, who deserves it more than almost anyone, but they made and not to say that he didn't do it all himself really, but that being involved in that storyline has thrown him higher than I think he ever expected to be on the card. I mean, think about.
Well, he was part of it a lot longer than I think than was originally intended. If I'm correct.
Yeah, well, he was so good at it. Like, I mean, think about what he was doing before this. He had the conspiracy theory thing, and he was just sort of bouncing around doing whatever.
He was dressing as Fidel Castro.
Yeah,
I enjoyed that a lot, though.
It was good because it was Sami Zayn, but it was obviously
the hand-drawn T-shirt. fucking.
But it was
amazing.
obviously something that wasn't going to get him anywhere. And like they were like, okay, we'll have him do this. And like he's so goddamn good at what he does. He got himself over, and luckily enough, there was somebody in charge of creative that recognized it and didn't do the thing that they had done in the past to everybody who's gotten themselves over, which is fucking immediately bury them.
Yeah.
You know, they were
No,
like,
you're
"Oh, this is
absolutely
great.
That's
This is great. The
correct,
crowd, the
man.
crowd loves you. Let's fucking run with it." And last night was the culmination of that, and it was awesome. It was amazing to see him get that moment. Yeah, it was awesome. I mean, all of us. I think anyone who watched that, I know Shane, I know myself, were over the moon for those two guys. And I don't think
it was great.
It was a hell of a moment.
It was the perfect ending to a
It's
WrestleMania.
the reason we watch wrestling, man. The time that you're able to take yourself out of it and just take the story was beautiful.
And I kept being like, dude, they gave me a goddamn heart attack so many times last night. I'm like, I know who's gonna win this, right? He has to win it.
He
has to have. He has to get that pin, and then he's dying. They're killing him. He's fucking dead. And they're like, we're gonna pin him, and boom, the arm comes up, and you're like, Jesus Christ. They hit that 1D. I was like, no. They hit the 1D, no. And fucking kicks out, and you're like,
so I got a question for you guys. Which was a better WrestleMania ending? That from last night or Daniel Bryan from WrestleMania 30?
Daniel Bryan from WrestleMania.
Daniel Bryan from 30.
I don't know. I don't
think it's that close.
I know you guys. I mean, well, dude, and here's why I think you feel that way, DDJ. You're like, obviously, Sammy and Kevin are those guys that you kind of relate to quite a bit. And I know there's just over the last few weeks, you keep going back and back and back to this. And I think it's just for you personally, those two guys mean more to you than, say just somebody giving, their opinion on a match, because you're just so invested in those guys. And that's why wrestling is so great, man, because the people we love, we get to see them do those kind of things. And, they told a hell of a story last night, and they damn sure deserved to win that belt.
They did.
And incredible. Even the after effects of them going to the crowd and, Sammy kissing his wife and then seeing Sammy's wife hug Kevin, like, we know the backstory of all that, and seeing just like real people show real affection, I mean, that's cool shit, man. I'm glad we get to see that stuff from time to time.
Dude. And the tears of them talking about the Briscoes afterwards, KO throwing out there that if it hadn't been for them, they don't know where they would have been in their career.
Yep.
I'll be right back, Phil.
And I love the Daniel Bryan moment. I think the thing with Daniel Bryan winning that was really special was the fact that, of what he had overcome in the time. There's something about that, like that time in WWE when nobody was into it. It was all terrible. It was just force feeding shit down our throats. CM Punk finally came and gave fucking voice to what people were saying. Like CM Punk finally showed up and gave
the voiceless.
Nobody was saying something that actually talking about it, and you could see it. He verbalized what all the fans were feeling, and then he was gone, right? And Daniel Bryan was the guy that all the fans got behind in that moment, and for good reason. And here's a guy who's he's broken his neck, he's done all these fucking things, he made it back. And it was obvious that they didn't want him to get there, and so that was just an amazing story. They played with it really well,
and he was the first guy that I could think of that they really made it a point to say this is an indie guy. Oh, he's never going to be the big guy because he's an indie guy. Mind you, everybody else that they've had make it big had formerly been indie guys, but this, for some reason, Daniel was the one that kept hitting that home with this. Oh, this is just an indie dude because he's undersized. He's an indie guy.
He looked. It was his look.
And also to do it against, the guys he did it against in that match. What was it, Orton and Batista?
Yep.
Yeah,
and remember he beat Triple H in the first match of the night that night too.
He basically went through Evolution in one night.
Yep.
Yeah. Evolution.
Which is, like a pretty incredible way to do it. But again, it's different feel-good moments, and both were a lot of fun. I'm really excited to see the feel-good moment of Cody Rhodes standing tall with all the fucking pyro going off in the world tonight.
Whoa.
Yeah, that might take my favorite moment.
Yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun.
I'm kind of hoping maybe Goldust makes an appearance tonight. That'd be kind of cool to see him.
I would die if Dustin makes it.
Maybe come out and be there with his brother and sharing that. I think that would be great. I know that AEW would be welcome to doing that, but I don't know that WWE would, obviously.
His mom's going to be there regardless. I know that's going to be great.
Brandy's there.
If
the baby's there.
If they're doing business and they do business the right way, if they get Christian there for Edge, damn it, you have to get Dustin for Cody.
I agree, man. I agree.
It's gonna be a lot of fun. I'm excited to see Cody's entrance. That's going to be a lot of fun. And yeah, I think night 2 has a lot good in store. After night 2 is over, you can join a few of the Shootin' Shit boys over at Shootin' Shit. And they'll be doing a full breakdown of the night. Shane will not be there. I'm going to finish my Red Bull and I'm going to try and be there. Sean obviously said, "Fuck that! It's past."
Yeah, man, I got to be up at 3:30 in the morning. I wish I could be there, fellas. I'd love to be there, but
I'll be the grizzled old veteran.
Spirit.
Yeah, I'll let Shane. You got me covered, right? You can be.
No, I got to be up at 4, so I'm going straight to bed with you, dog.
Oh, you're all right, all right, man.
Cuddled up.
Hopefully somebody can step in and
I'm going to do my best.
I'm designated you as the grouchy old
I'll
fucker.
be grouchy.
I need to say shit like get off my lawn and that kind of stuff.
Man, I can't wait.
Yeah,
I can't wait. I'm literally waiting till I get to be that age where I can walk. I can buy a bunch of like tidy whitey underwear and just a ratty old bathrobe, and I can just go outside and just start yelling at squirrels.
Have it open for no reason.
You live in the mountains of Vermont in like a village, dog. You could do that right now.
No, I want to go and do it in like places where like there are people, like where there are no squirrels, bro. I want to go like in the middle of a mall, a busy mall, and do it, right? And have it, but people are gonna be like, whatever. Look at him. He's old. He's fine. He's good.
Poor guys.
Come to Ohio, man. We got plenty of.
I might get a ride home at the worst, you know.
All right, just for the record, man, I don't have my AARP card just yet.
No, I'm just talking about my future.
I'm still a few years away.
Is it in the mail?
Jason, is it in the mail?
Well,
pretty brutal.
Ladies and gentlemen,
well, if we get some discounts at Denny's, man, I'm down.
Ooh. All right, yeah. Now I'm listening.
Applebee's.
Yeah, man.
If you guys have Peacock, tune in tonight for WrestleMania. It's going to be a great show. I love you all. I've been Isaac, Sean. We got Shane. We got DDJ. We got Jovan, the hot one. We've been such good shooting shit. Oh yeah. Tune in to Shooting Shit after WrestleMania. Johnner's Podcasting Network. Love you. Have a great evening.